On the Rams' final preseason action, all 4 Cleveland quarterbacks in action. We wouldn't show Snoop Huntley, but we'll show the other 3, including that guy playing in Cleveland for the first time as a quarterback for the Browns. Fans like, ooh, we're so excited, yay. Late in the third, Sanders. What can he show them? He's under pressure, and ball comes out, bobbles around. Browns recover, but they'd have to punt it away. So, early fourth now, 2nd and 12 for Sanders. Pressured again, avoids a sack. Maybe throw it away, do something. Don't let him sack you. Loss of 24 on the play. 3 for 6 on the day, 14 yards, sacked 5 times. Post game, check out this question.
I feel like you belong here on this team.
Obviously, I think overall as a player, I feel like I put in the work. I feel like everything I do, I try to do it to my best, and that's all I ask for. So I feel like everybody feels like, they should be on the team, and if you ask anybody on the team, would they feel like they belong, in their own eyes. So I feel like I do, but I'm my own player, I think about myself in a high regard, of course. So it's not my decision.
Shedeur Sanders didn't play bad. Chat, those that follow me on Twitter, you happy? There it is. He didn't play well. He didn't play well. He played bad, huh? Obviously, he stunk it up. But let me clarify why he stunk it up.
Offer some insight.
Let me give you a little insight. So he comes in the third quarter. Am I correct, Unc? It was the third quarter. About then. Okay, boom. So the players that are playing in the third quarter. Excuse me if I'm wrong. You can do your homework. Will those players make the 53-man roster, Unc?
A lot of them will not.
A lot of them will not make
Most
the 53-man roster.
will not.
Exactly. So again, I'm all for quarterback competition. But if you're going to put him in a situation that is not advantageous to him and competing at a high level, boom, let's give him a chance. Let's give him a chance with the play calling. You have an offensive line that isn't playing that well. So what do? Why not just play the short game so he can get the ball out of his hands very fast to run a competent goddamn offense? Purposely running plays that are 10, 12, 15-yard routes, knowing damn well the goddamn offensive line is not going to be able to hold up, is ridiculous. It's clear. I played football for a very long time. I played in the NFL at a very high level for a very, very long time. I understand in a situation like that, when it comes to the 3s and 4s that you're playing with that aren't going to be on the squad and not going to make the team, give your quarterback a chance. Okay, you know what? They can't hold up that long. Let's play quick game. Let's play quick game just to get Shedeur in the goddamn rhythm. But no, you come out calling regular offensive plays that are very long, damn near play action if he was under center, knowing they take a while to develop, knowing good and goddamn well the O-line and the people you have out there right now are not going to be able to hold up. Outside of that, Shedeur has to be better in understanding that the offensive line that you're working with right now is not adequate. Get the ball out your hands. But he's holding the ball for one reason. He's holding the ball because the goddamn players aren't open. He's waiting for things to develop, which is why he's holding the ball and trying to make something happen by holding on to it, by scrambling, moving, obviously running out of real estate, and being sacked. I'm not sure what game you guys are watching. Again, I state, Shedeur did play bad. He did. But why he played bad is clear as day if you understand the game of football and what he had to work with. Kevin Stefanski not letting Shedeur come back in the game to finish the 2-minute drill. I've never seen that before. I've never in my life ever have seen anything like that before. What are we doing? No disrespect to Snoop Huntley. Snoop is probably not going to be on the team. He's probably not going to be on the team. So I'm not sure what you were waiting to look. Snoop was on the team simply because quarterbacks were injured. So they brought in the extra body. Why not allow the players that are competing for a job, in this instance, Shedeur Sanders, to finish off the 2-minute drill?
Agreed.
What are we doing? Who makes that call? He makes that call. Why? Because I want the last thing people to see. I want the last thing for people to remember is the mistakes and the sacks that happened, and not give him a chance to redeem himself. Because I think probably what would have happened. Okay, we can't have Shedeur come in here and finish this 2-minute drive and go down and get a touchdown. We don't want that. So we're going to leave him on the sideline. So it leaves a bad taste in those mouths. So now there's nothing that they can say. There's nothing that they can say because now you got a small sample size of him playing with people that are probably not going to be on the team. In their bio on Twitter, going to say former. Man, come on, man. But okay, I can't wait to hear your piece. And in chat, for those of you who are listening and watching, I'm not making any excuses for him. He played bad. He played bad. But I can tell you why he played bad. I mean, if you know the game of football and understand the game of football, understand that those that are in there with him during that time, I'm not going to be on the team. Go ahead, man.
I agree with everything you said. He did play bad. And you and I, we come out here and we talk 4 or 5 nights a week, sometimes 6 nights a week. We've gone 6 straight nights. We've gone 9 straight days before. And what we do, we tell it like it is. TIS, like my grandma say, boy, tell it like it TIS is. We tell it like it is. Shedeur did not play well today. He played awful. Everything that you said is true. Shedeur, you know this offensive line is not competent enough to give you protection. And I understand it says, Ocho, I'm in competition. I saw what Dylan Gabriel did with the guys that's probably going to be on the team. I'm trying to match that. But what happened is that they didn't give him the necessary pieces in order to match this. If you want me to fight, if you want me to win a war, give me the weapons. You can't expect me to win a modern war with muskets and cannons. They use drones now. They use stuff with precision, pinpoint accuracy. So you're expecting me to win a modern game and you're giving me old time. That won't work. So Shedeur has to do a better job of getting the ball out of his hands. Ocho, he has some time. It's okay. Coach, hey, that ain't my game. That's Lamar Jackson. That's Josh Allen. That's Jalen Hurts. That's their game. Buying time like that. Shedeur has in a pocket. He can move side to side, but he doesn't have that ability, that escapability, like these other quarterbacks, like the board I mentioned. I don't understand why you would let Snoop Huntley take the 2-minute. Unless he's going to be one of the 4 quarterbacks that's going to be on your roster, you give that to Shedeur. I agree with what you said because you said, look, we've seen guys play bad, be great in the 2-minute drill, and you forget they played bad the entirety of the game. I don't know what's inside Kevin Stefanski's head. Maybe he's like, hey, I wanted Snoop, we're gonna end up releasing him, and we wanted him to go. Look, Snoop Huntley's been in the league 4 or 5 years. He started several games for the Ravens when Lamar Jackson was hurt. Hell, he started a postseason game. So this notion that's you doing him some type of favor when the man has been in the league 4 or 5 years, he started 6, 7 games in his career. He started a postseason game. It's just disingenuous. Yeah. With all that being said, I agree the offensive line wasn't very good. And the one thing that a coach used to always tell me, he said, son, don't make a bad play worse. You see your offensive line break down, Shedeur, don't make a bad play worse. Don't run around and lose 5. Don't lose 10. He got sacked 5 times, lost 41 yards. Fumble the ball. Come on. You got to be better than that. And I understand when you're in competition, Ocho, I'm trying to compete. So I'm going to scratch, claw, and do whatever I think is necessary that's going to help me put me in an advantageous situation so I can compete, so I can win. But I don't get what they did, why they did it. Some things is offered without explanation. Some things you and I can't explain, even though with the 30 plus years between us of NFL experience and a number of Pro Bowls and all pros, both of us are in our team's respective ring of fame. Some things we just can't answer because we are not in Kevin Stefanski's heads. We don't. Here it is, Ocho. Here's Kevin Stefanski not letting Shedeur run the 2-minute drill at the end of the game with the Browns. Let's take a listen to what he had to say.
Kevin, it was obviously a bit of a rough second half for Shedeur and the entire Browns offense, but like, why didn't you keep him in for the 2-minute drill? Why did you decide to put Tyler in?
Yeah, obviously we didn't play great as an offense in the second half. That's never on one person. So we can be we can be better in a bunch of areas, and just felt like we wanted to give Snoop a last drive.
Did Shedeur have something wrong with him after the game?
Yeah, he's good.
He walked up to you after taking his walk down to the pylon, and then he walked back up to you on the sidelines before Snoop went in, and he said something to you. You shook your head. I mean, was he trying to get back?
He's a competitive kid. The plan was to go with Snoop there, so but I wouldn't make any more of it than that.
Yeah, he's like, Coach, let me get this last one. Give me an opportunity. Nah, we good. We're gonna take a look at Snoop.
They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. Listen, a blind man can see that. A blind man can see that. Again, for those of you in the chat, I listen. I'm not taking it for him. I'm gonna say it again. I reiterate it. Shedeur Sanders played bad. Based on the circumstances, in the situation he was put in, and the weapons around him, and the offensive line that he had to deal with, that probably won't be on the 53-man roster, that's exactly what you would look like. You could have put Tom Brady out there with that offensive line, he would have looked the exact same way. You could have put Patrick Mahomes out there with that offensive line in that third quarter, in the second half, he would have looked the exact same way. Kevin Stefanski saying we didn't play well in the second half. Well, yeah. I mean, obviously.
You didn't call plays well in the second half. This is what Derek Carr had to say. I need to understand why we don't get to see Shedeur run this 2-minute drill. Wouldn't you want to see your young quarterback operate in this situation, get him more reps for the future? I didn't see the whole game, so maybe he already showed enough. Help me understand this. Jerome Aiden, so Kevin Stefanski gives Dylan Gabriel easy short throws with max protection, and then gives Shedeur bullseye plays with an O-line that looked like they just ate a gang of little Debbies. F you Browns, trade Shedeur.
Did you hear the key word as soon as I stated that he played well, and the first thing I said, what you just read, he gave Dylan Gabriel short throws to get himself in rhythm to get the ball out of his hands. And then in the second half, the play calls were much longer routes that took time to develop, and they know good and well that the offensive line wouldn't be able to hold up. The only reason a quarterback holds onto the ball